Hi, everyone. It's Tuesday, July 19th. Is that the right day? I'm losing track of time. And this is once again our weekly announcements from beautiful Quincy, Illinois, where just as it was last week, it is hot, hot, hot. Air conditioner was down yesterday, so our rooms on the second floor were a bit toasty. Listen, a couple of questions to answer from those of you who contacted me last week. Had a couple people asking about extra credit. There is an extra credit assignment in Unit 7, or there had been. I've taken it out while I'm rethinking what I want to do with that extra credit. And I'll tell you what I've decided to do. I'll get some information uploaded soon, but to give you some idea of where I'm going, I'm going to have you doing a little reading. I'm going to ask you to find an article that deals with a microeconomic topic. Give me a brief summary of the article. I'm guessing that'll take about a page. Give me an idea of what that article means. What does it mean to us in the world? What kind of impact is it going to have? So, for example, microeconomic topics include things that are very specific to, say, an industry, a particular company, or an individual. We now know that about microeconomics. For example, if you found an article in, I don't know, The Economist that talked about what was going on at one particular company, what's happening at Starbucks, that would be a good article to use. You might find a discussion in one of the newspapers, the Wall Street Journal, that talked about what's happening in the automobile industry. Again, that would be something that would be good for this particular article. Now, as you're looking for articles in online sources, those are perfectly acceptable, or in any of the print mediums, that's perfectly acceptable too. Find an article that's a little bit lengthier, please. Get one that's 2 to 3 pages long in a magazine. I'm asking you to do that because that will give you more information that you can then share with me. I think when it's said and done, your paper will be 2 to 3 typed pages long. Please use a little bit larger font if you would, say 12 or 14. That just makes it easier on these old eyes to get through all of the reading. I'll post that information, as I said a few moments ago, in an announcement, and I'll put some information about that in the document sharing tab also. So that extra credit opportunity will be coming. I'll try to get something up for you as soon as possible. I had originally planned on putting that in Unit 7. I'll probably put the information under the Unit 7 tab, and then I'll give you till next week to get that reading and that work done if you elect to do so. Now, I'm not asking you to do a lot. Read a 3 page article and give me 2 pages of written response. So this isn't going to be worth a ton of extra credit points. I'm probably going to make it worth 10 to 15 extra credit points, and get you some opportunities really to just do some reading about how these crazy things we've talked about all year long come to play in the real world. Next thing, I found a free software package that lets you put together some animation. It's kind of a cool thing. It's called GoAnimate, goanimate.com. If you want to look in at it, there are several of these free software programs out there. And I thought for something different, I might have the animation do our weekly announcement next week. Now, what I'm really leading up to is some things in other classes that will let students do some animation related to what we're doing with our courses. So look for that. Next week, instead of having me do your intro, I'll probably put that in some animated form out there in Unit 8 for you. Had several questions about some of the graphing in the last written assignment, and I decided to give everybody credit for that Unit 7 assignment, whether you included graphs or not. So if you did the work, you still had an opportunity to earn full credit for those questions. Lastly, final information. I hope to have the list of topics for our final put together by this Thursday. So as you prepare to take that final by next week, I think next Friday, whatever that Friday is our last day of class, you will have an idea of what the topics are going to be. It is a somewhat comprehensive final. will include probably about 3/4 of the chapters that we've done. And what I'm trying to do is put together a set of 100 multiple choice questions that will cover the chapters that I'm concerned about. So that information too will be coming out to you when I get the final put together and open up for you. I'll have a document out there under the document sharing tab that will tell you what the topics are that you will find on the final exam. The other question related to Unit 8 was, will there be 2 tests? Went over those last few chapters and then the final, and I hope I talked about this last week, but I just don't remember, and I didn't look at the video. The last test you will see will be just that final itself. There won't be a chapters test. You'll take the quiz over those chapters. You'll do some homework over those chapters, the written assignments, and then the last test will be the final itself. So you're just going to see one test in Unit 8. And again, that's not in there right now, but that will pop up as soon as I get it developed. Once again, I continue to enjoy the threaded discussions that we're seeing out there. As always, if you have questions, please do feel free to get in touch with me. Now, one more caveat about contacting me by email. If you send me an email message, let's say today, it's Tuesday, you send me an email message, you don't hear back from me by tomorrow afternoon, and then tomorrow night, please go ahead and feel free to send me another message. Hey, Greg, haven't heard back from you. Just wanted to try to touch base about whatever the concern is that you might have. So that's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great week. Look forward to working with you.